Hi and welcome. Maybe we're starting a bit before time, but I think we're on time. And I have changed time. And I'm sorry for those who were tuning in at 3, but I suddenly realized today that my topic for the new year is commitment. How do we stay on target with our New Year's goals? And the funny thing happened that it came to 3 o'clock and I was running late to actually start the live stream, and I was like, oh my God, I've started the year with the very thing that I wanted to share with everyone, which is when you set a goal, how do you actually stick to it? And the reason why I'm sitting here by the window with the window open in the middle of a very cold day here in New York is to basically bring in that energy and that inspiration that you will need, that I need, to make those goals stay. So take a moment to think about anything that you might be truly wanting to bring into your life. We've all started the year with our aspirations or our desires and our good wishes for other people and for ourselves. And then how do we actually make sure they happen? How do we make sure that they have a place in our lives before the year actually starts to have its own energy and take away from what we want? Well, the first thing is to realize that you have choice. A lot of other coaches and teachers have said this. In any situation, in any moment, you have choice. So what does that actually mean in the moment, okay? Because I'm very frustrated by that myself. What choice means is that there is a point you can acknowledge, what can I do? What can I not do? The thing is, you need to know how to ask that question. So the energy of the year can come in at any time and take over from what you want, from your goals, from your commitments, from your desires. Firstly, don't beat yourself up if you don't make a commitment or stick to a goal. I found myself today going quickly into shock. I haven't stuck to the goal that I had made. But what did I do? I simply said, reset the goal. I reset the commitment. And as much as I could, I announced to people, hey, changing the time. And then I realized that also people in Australia would be better off if I had a later time on the East Coast, New York. So then thinking about that, any energy that's coming in from other people, from your job, from your family, we love that, don't we? We love our families. How is that actually going to be distinguished when you want something done and it comes in and it starts to dominate? So how do you stop into pleasing other people versus making sure you get what you want and making sure they get what they want and it's harmonious? How do we stay in alignment with our goals and yet stay connected to everybody else's needs, goals and desires? Because the more we all get our goals and needs met, the more the energy is conducive for everybody getting the goals and needs met. It all comes down to realizing when you're being overwhelmed by another energy, okay? So when you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling emotions, that's an energy. That's coming in and doing a kind of a wash over your reality. And I'm not saying that the emotions aren't real. I'm saying that that's an energy. To just simply acknowledge and then ask, what choice do I have here? What can I do? What can't I do? Because in a lot of other coaching or personal development work, they may say to you, just change your mindset. And that's very true. You do and you can do that. But sometimes there's things that are stubborn, or sometimes there's an energy that's something you're not aware of yet. And you still are powerful in that place. You still have something you can do. So I'm just going to open up the window and bring that fresh air in. What is that fresh air from your goals? What is recommitting to your goals about? It's not about being hardcore with it, because anytime you have a goal and you make it something that you have to do or that has a dense energy, it's going to have a dense energy. You want it to have some aliveness, some freedom in it. That's what the new year inspires everybody about. If you're at a dance party and you're having a good time, you feel committed to something, joy. So feeling fresh air come in. At any time you feel like, oh, I'm not on my goals. Oh, I said I wanted to lose weight and I'm not losing weight. Bring a fresh feeling, a fresh focus in. So take in that new year energy. If you've gone back to work, or if you're back into some sort of commitment that you had before the year started and you're going back into it, what's that fresh energy you can bring? Take advantage of fresh energy, capitalize it, and enhance it. And that's what our energy transfer is today. It's how to focus on what you're committing to and to bring some passion to the commitment by bringing in the aliveness. I can tell you, when I woke up this morning, I wasn't feeling alive. My body wanted to stay in bed. I'm not a passionate person about the winter weather. And when I went into the streets, I felt the wind blowing against me. And if it means I have to push against that wind to bring my own energy, if I have to push, I'm not always into pushing. I like to push sometimes, but I was really run down this morning, and physically run down. And I could have slept another 2 or 3 hours. But I didn't have that chance. So as we go into connecting in, feeling into that freshness that you wish to share in your life or bring in, and seeing how you can look at your commitments, maybe something you have from last year and you're continuing, or maybe something you wish to bring in, we're going to feel what that passion is for you. Because passion will take you through everything. And the more aliveness you bring to that sense of what you want to commit to, the more it will begin to naturally expand into your life. Every time we do a heart connection meditation here on I Love Mondays, that's what we're doing. We're literally expanding the heart energy to naturally take over your life. So you take over your life, and other energies, when they come, will simply not be able to take that away from you, because it's you. It's your energy. So now breathing into the heart here. Because I have the wind at my back here, I'm also going to just feel the energy around my chest. So you can do that as well. Just notice that space that comes around the heart chest area. And as you close the eyes, notice the chest lifting with the breath. Notice the heart energy expanding, reaching out beyond its actual physical container of the chest. And ask for your higher self to really come in close right now, because you've got something important to share. You're sharing what's important for you this year to bring your focus and commitment to, and your passion. And you're asking your higher self to help bring that fresh energy and fresh air to what you're committed to and passionate about. So as you breathe into the heart, ask your higher self to come real close and friendly. And even ask them to make themselves really clear to you, so you've got a good sense of your higher self and that bigger sense of yourself, the eternal part of yourself that picks you up when things are not going great, or that just reminds you that everything's okay. Maybe they can even share with you in this moment how they make that clear for you that they're there. There might be a physical presence, might be a breath of fresh air, it might be an element of nature or a bird coming to visit you. It might be a friend saying some words that really penetrate your heart. Or it may be a television show which really strikes something in you and wakens something up. Or an inspirational quote on Facebook. Feel that heart energy supported by your higher self. That eternal part of yourself. And now share with your higher self, what is it you're committing to, and how much you wish to commit to it this year. What are you committing to this year? As you breathe in now, ask the higher self to remind you about bringing that higher perception and fresh air to your goals at all times, especially when you feel like you're not meeting your commitments or you're not reaching your goals. Ask the higher self this year to be very close with you as you go into expanding who you are through your passion and your commitment to your goals and desires. So now bring to mind what it is you desire, what you really are passionate about to see happen this year. And bring an image to mind of what it is that you see in yourself. What is it in yourself that you see as you hold this passion to your goals and desires? You might see a sparkle in their eyes, or you might see a flurry of activity, or an ease and a grace. Or you might just see a new hairstyle and a groovy outfit. What's the persona of that person committed to their goals with passion? And now ask your higher self to bring this image of you full of your desires and passions. Bring this image to you every time you need to reconnect to your commitments. And as you breathe into the heart, know that you can feel this passion every time you breathe and connect into the heart. Visualize a golden light above the crown of the head, above the top of the head. And sense that your higher self brings that golden energy all the way down into the heart, reminding you that anytime you bring this awareness, You have the ability to choose what you're committed to and how you will make that commitment. Take some deep breaths. Feel the space around the heart and feel the heart energy expand out into the room that you're in, supported and fully embraced by those around you, because you embrace your desires and your passion. And now, as you take some breaths in and exhale, feel the hands in front of the heart on the chest. Let the heart actually move into the hands as if it's almost being cupped and embraced by the hands. So the spiritual heart in front of the chest, as you're breathing, is feeling that support from your own hands. And underneath the arms, by the side ribs, feel a lightness and an air. So as you're breathing into the heart, you're actually able to feel almost as if the air is underneath your arms or your wings. And the side ribs are opening to expand and supporting the breadth of the heart, the width of the heart, the expansion of the heart. So they talk about the wing beneath your wings. And that's another space to open up to as you're breathing into the heart or working with expanding that heart energy. Feel the ribs opening, expanding. Even in a situation where you feel like you might have choice, just by taking some breaths into the side ribs and opening up the arms and the space underneath the arms and the armpits, you'll be able to feel some space for the organs and some possibility. So now gently moving the hands away from that heart center slowly so you can feel the energy of the heart expand into the hands. And we're just going to open the hands slowly so you can get that space under the arms. And you'll feel the breadth of the ribs going into the arms. So I'm just doing some gentle movement into the neck and the chest so you can feel the collarbones going wide and feel that space underneath the arms there. Bring the awareness to the hand energy. So you can actually sense that heart energy in the hands. Breathing in and exhale the energy all the way down to the feet. Do that a few times. You really ground the higher self from above the crown into the body and down through the legs and into the feet. Still feeling the heart energy in the hands. And now we're going to just open the eyes when you're ready, if you haven't already, and bring that awareness to the hands, still feeling that heart energy. So there's a way that you can always connect back to the heart energy. Just chasing that heart energy back and forward as it moves forward and back from the heart space and out. It's always there for you, but if another energy is strong or willful, it can easily dominate or take your focus or connection away from that. It never's gone completely, this connection, but it can be overwhelmed by another energy. So connecting to that power and passion of the heart energy, you'll always find a way back to what you're passionate and committed to. So welcome in the fresh air of the new year. Go outside if you can. If you can't, I've done the best I can by opening the window and bringing in some air. So it has changed the dynamics of the room here and my own body, which really didn't want to get out of bed today. And I encourage you to find other ways, music, things that connect you back to what brings you joy. They're simple strategies, but they're the most powerful ways to get you connected to that higher energy, which will stop anything from stopping you to connect back to who you truly are, and that's love. Thank you for joining I Love Mondays. We'll be doing it 4 o'clock Eastern Time here in New York, and when I get down under, it'll be down under time in May 2015. So enjoy your day and share your passion and commitment to who you are.